So I see a lot of videos complaining about baby boomers by Monkey Jones and Burgerkreig and all of them. And the fact of the matter is that as much as baby boomers deserve all the hate they receive and more, no, it's not baby boomers' fault that things are the way they are. It's certainly not Generation Z's fault. It's millennials' fault. And that's coming from a millennial. Millennials fuck things up big time for everybody, including millennials. We're the only generation that fuck things up so bad that we ourselves are gonna feel the brunt of it. Because by the time the baby boomers feel it, they'll be dead. They'll be 6 feet under. In Generation Z, they won't know any different. This is all they were used to. Millennials fuck things up for millennials. Because millennials felt the need to have all the consumerism and hyper-materialism of the boomers without the forethought and wisdom to think, hey, you know what, maybe other people should have nice things too. Because see, the difference between boomers and millennials was that boomers were like, I have to have a better yard than my neighbor. I have to have a bigger house than my neighbor. And this was the whole concept of their economy, was that everybody was competing with each other to have the biggest dick in the room. And that was all well and good, but it's not a sustainable model. Millennials don't think that way. Millennials don't give a shit if they have the biggest house, just as long as they're the only one with a house. Fucking millennials' idea of success is they have the biggest, best birthday party and nobody is invited. They got clowns, they got fudge cake, they got everything, but nobody can come. They have to just observe through a huge white picket fence and watch the fat kid eat all the cake by himself. That's millennial success. And you see that with the way big tech companies operate. As we know, Alex Jones got banned from Twitter when they said not a few days prior that they weren't going to ban Alex Jones. He did not violate any terms of service. Now he violated all the terms of service. He's not invited to the birthday party. Someone should fucking shoot Jack in the back of the head. But they're not going to, because most of them are millennials. And millennials would never sully their hands with such drug mafia work. So, millennials fuck things up for everybody. And even before Facebook or Twitter, there was MySpace. That was a big millennial thing. And, there was moderators back then too. Millennials invented moderators. Let's just put it that way. Millennials invented moderators. Baby boomers didn't. Baby boomers had those huge fucking, house-sized computers and Pong. Fucking Generation Z can't be to blame because Generation Z were a bunch of babies when we were busy having MySpace and shit. So this is all they knew. You can't blame them for being exposed to moderators when they don't fucking know any better. But millennials do know better. Millennials saw the way things were going, and they didn't stop it because they wanted to make sure nobody else had nice things. And, the whole incel movement, that's millennials too. Because guess what? Old ladies don't act like that. Young girls don't act like that. Fucking women my age act like that because women my age are fucking cunts, and they think the world is just an oyster for them to queef all over. It isn't even a matter of what do they want as an individual. No woman my age is like, what would make me happy? They're just like, oh, you're a miserable son of a bitch. You're too short. You're too dark. You're too fat. You're too, whatever. It's never enough for them because it's not about making themselves happy. It's just they have this gaping hole where a soul should be, and they're gonna make everybody else miserable because fuck them. And I'm guilty of it sometimes too. Like I'm a hateful son of a bastard sometimes. But it's to the point now where the earth can't physically handle it. The earth cannot handle millennials' bullshit. And I can't handle it either because I cannot fucking deal with moderator bullshit one more goddamn day of my life. And hear the same bullshit arguments over and over again. It's my property. It's my property. Well, fucking, I have a lighter right here. We'll fucking burn your property down, and you won't have no more property. We won't have to fucking worry about your goddamn property now, will we? It's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit, man. It's stupid. It's really stupid. And we're all gonna die, and it's all your fault.